CEO with Lisa G. I'm the best-selling author of The Boss Weight Loss. I'm bringing you the top tips to be unstoppable. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to actually pull up a chair with today's top experts in weight loss, mindset, and business. Learn our top tips to set you up for success so that you can have more energy, be fit and resilient, and feel unstoppable. Hey everyone, I'm so excited that you're here. I'm really honored to have my best friend Jaki Sabourin here with me today. Hey Jaki.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Welcome, welcome. All right, I'm going to give you guys a little information about Jaki and we're going to jump right into the content. Jaki Sabourin was voted Best Female Relationship Expert by her peers and is a coach, speaker, author, and CEO of Engaged at Any Age, a company that helps women consciously create the man of their dreams. Her wit and no-nonsense attitude has led to hundreds of clients meeting their ideal man. She met her husband on Match and married at 50. Follow her on YouTube at Engaged at Any Age, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. For more information, she's always at Engaged at Any Age. So I want to talk about the importance of mindset, Jaki. Do you want to jump into that one first?
Absolutely. And so mindset is really the first step in being unstoppable and achieving anything in life. And so when I look at mindset, what exactly does that mean? And so in order for me to have the right mindset, I really need to be very connected to what my vision is and why I want something. So if I'm going to be unstoppable, I need to know what I'm going to do to become unstoppable and why I'm doing that. So when I look at my own business and my own path in life, is that I'm very clear on what my vision is to help women. I want to help women get into conscious relationships. Why do I want that? So the why is like your roots. They're your anchor. They keep you going when the going gets tough. You really need to be anchored to your why. That gives your vision, your dream, it gives it its wings so that you can actually become unstoppable. So why did I want to help women? It's through my own struggles and breakdowns in my own personal life that led me to realize that I really needed to do more work on myself and become more conscious and present in the moment. And once I was able to do that, I saw the value in it. My whole life changed overnight. And because of that experience, because I had such a great experience being able to change my whole life, I wanted to help other women do the same and have what they wanted. And so that's my why, because I've been there and I know what it's like to not have the things you want in life. And so that's what drives me. And my mindset's all about just being very clear that I'm responsible for the experience that I'm having, taking full responsibility for all of my actions, my choices, my behaviors, because when you do that, then you can make other changes in your life. When you are in blame or thinking other people are responsible for how you feel, then you give your power away. So making sure that you're able to respond with ability to all your feelings, emotions, choices, so that you can make a new choice, have a new feeling, because they're your feelings and you have power over that. You don't have power over the people, but you have power over your mindset and your choices.
I love that. I love the personal responsibility piece and the part about knowing your why and why are we here? Like I love to help people with weight loss and fight disease, and I know why that's important to me and it's meaningful to me. I think knowing what and why, and I love the piece that you always say about how the things that happen in your life are your responsibility and that you can't give your power away by making somebody else have more power. If somebody does something that you don't like and you're still feeling it like for days and days and days, then you're taking your power away, right?
Absolutely. You're putting your whether or not you feel good or how you're going to feel and turning the reins over to somebody else. And that's a very dangerous game to play because nobody can hold you as the object of their attention 24/7. So it's just a very disempowering thing to do is when we give our power away to others.
I love that piece. And why don't you tell us a little bit about problem solving and how that can help our audience go from stuck to unstoppable?
Yeah. And so problem solving is so important, and it's so good to just embrace the fact that we're all going to have problems. I mean, problems is how we learn, and that's a way of just how life is. There's always going to be a problems. However, I'm going to give you a little tool that'll help you is so I feel that there are three solutions to every problem. So if you know that there are three solutions to every problem, all you have to do is write down the three solutions that you can come up with and then choose one and make a choice and move forward. So what happens is a lot of people get a problem and they're too afraid to solve it because they don't trust themselves, they don't have enough experience, or maybe they haven't had success in the past. But the real problem is you not making a choice to move forward. So choosing not to choose is actually a choice, and it's really dysfunctional. So you write down your three solutions, all the best ones you can come up with, and you choose one and you move forward. And maybe through that choice, it's revealed that, oh, now you can go maybe in this direction. You keep course correcting, but you keep making decisions. The minute you stop making decisions, you become stoppable. So you have to get good at solving problems. There are three problems to every solution, and your job is to overcome those problems with those solutions.
Well, what about the people that think that there's three problems for every solution and they are always like, I know I've been there before where you're just spinning over like something that happened like one
Right.
year ago, 1 month ago, 1 week ago. And sometimes just listening to Dr. Joe Dispenza like helps me calm down and be more present. But what do you do when you say that there's three solutions for every problem for the people that feel like there's three problems for every solution?
And so that's a really great, feedback. And so here's these people that are overthinking or thinkaholics. Yes, there are problems with the solutions, of course, but overcoming the obstacle is one of the biggest pieces of being successful today. Learning that there's always going to be obstacles, and the only way to overcome the obstacles to make a choice to move forward. Then yes, there more obstacles will be revealed, but the more swiftly you make those choices, the more swiftly you'll see the next obstacle and you'll be able to overcome it. And just really accepting the fact that there's always going to be obstacles and trusting yourself to make a decision. When you don't make a decision and you're afraid of the other obstacles that come up, the problems with the choices you make, then you don't trust yourself. And the only way to build self-trust is to go ahead and, fail your way through life. Throw some butter balls. You throw a ball when you're bowling and it doesn't always go and make a strike, right? A lot of them hit that gutter, but hey, you get better and better and eventually you get your strike. But if you don't throw the ball, you don't have anything. So you got to get out of your thinking mind. You're stuck in those thinking ruts that don't go anywhere and just keep you disempowered.
So imperfect action is better than just being stuck and spinning. And I've been there before. And that's why I was inspired to start this whole podcast, just because I felt like I've been stuck. I felt like I've been having problems. 2019 felt like one problem after another problem for not just myself, but for many people. I know you guys even had your drama with the floods and the leaks and health issues here and there. And we all have problems. So I love the fact that you're bringing that top of mind. We all have problems. Think solution instead of stuck in victim mode, and take personal responsibility. Even obviously, we can't take personal responsibility for stuff that's out of our hands, but I love the way you can just choose, and that's a choice, to move forward and to the
Absolutely.
next thing. And I know you wanted to also talk about consistency and how important of a piece that is. And I love your wisdom. I always love your videos. So why don't you tell me a little bit about consistency and how that can help our audience?
So consistency is a key ingredient to being unstoppable because you have to be consistent. Consistency is your ability to make consistent steps forward. And that's why problem solving is such a big part of this. And so consistency also builds personal integrity and personal credibility. When you're consistent, you build trust. There's trusting behavior on your part. And when you build trust, you collaborate much easier, right? And the way that you can do this, be more consistent, is just look at this, what I call the creation trilogy. And so thoughts, words, and deeds. So this is a little tool for you. Thoughts, words, and deeds. Everything you think about and everything you say and everything you do needs to be congruent. And when you're congruent with what you're thinking about saying and doing, you can be more consistent. It's when we send out conflicting messages about what we're doing that we break down that ability to be consistent. So consistency is just getting up every day and doing exactly what you said you thought you would do so that you can have the outcome that you want.
So you keep your integrity to yourself and keep your word to yourself, and that builds self-trust, right?
That's absolutely right. When you keep your word to yourself, then your word gains power. Your personal word gains power, and that's the fastest way to manifest anything, because you may be thinking something conflicting to what you're saying, and then if you look about the law of attraction, the universe hears nothing because you're sending out such a mixed message. So really need to be very concise to monitor your thoughts and your words and your deeds and be consistent in those areas so that you can quickly manifest whatever it is you want, and then you will be unstoppable.
I love that. Well, I know we only have a little bit more time, so I would love if you could finish with a little bit more about laws of attraction and manifestation, because that's just such a hot topic and I really love it. And how perhaps we could just touch upon, like, just wishing for something isn't enough, right? Just always like thinking, I want this, instead
Yeah.
of just being grateful for what we already have a little bit. So is there anything you want to talk about with the law of attraction for our last
Yeah,
question?
so I think wishful thinking is great. I'm all for wishful thinking. Everything has to start with a desire, right? A wish. That's what fuels us every day. We have desires to do something. We have a wish, a dream. We have to dream big. We have to wish. But followed by that dream, we have to be taking the right action. And so the universe loves it when it gets a solid message. It's like thinking about tuning in your radio station. Now, we don't really listen to radio much, but if you're in your car, if you tune in, if you're talking about AM stations, but you're tuning to an FM, you're not going to get the signal. So if you want to manifest more quickly, again, I'll go back to what I said early. The fastest way to do it is to have, passion, excitement, and that goes back to the mindset you have, knowing what you want to do and why you want to do it. So you're really clear, and then taking those consistent steps that are congruent with what your desire is. So belief is a big part of it, believing in something that hasn't manifested yet, so that you can have the experience that a belief will bring. So beliefs create our experiences. So it's so important to really look at and question our beliefs if they're not in alignment with the outcome that we want, because it will sabotage us every time. A lot of times we have unconscious beliefs. So we have to really analyze, what are these unconscious beliefs that might be sabotaging and keeping me from manifesting what I want. Usually they're unconscious. So really getting to that thing behind the thing that's causing that disconnect. So setting the intention, setting the belief that you will have what you want, and then doing the things necessary to align with that, because the law of attraction is all about likes attract like. When you are being that and doing that, you're more likely to connect with somebody else who's being that and doing that, and another person, and that's how the law of attraction works. Likes attract likes.
I love it. Well, thanks for tying it all together with all the mindset, the problem solving, the consistency, and the creation trilogy. Those are like such amazing pieces for our audience. And where can people find you?
So it's my pleasure to help others. I am so passionate about helping not just women, everyone, to really have their desires and be unstoppable. And I have hundreds of videos on YouTube. You can go to my YouTube channel, Engaged at Any Age, or you can just go to my website, engagedataanyage.com.
Oh, thank you so much, Jackie. I'm going to look for that creation trilogy one. That is just such a great thing. And the laws of attraction stuff.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. My pleasure. Thank you for having me on your show.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for joining me at WholeCEO with Lisa G. This episode is brought to you by Bossé Wine. Bossé Wine is certified biodynamically farmed so that it's more organic, and it's one of my favorites, this bottle by Bossé and John Legend Sparkling French Rosé. Join me in my wine society. Click on the website below to get a 20% discount when you become a member.